GT Mittal School online classes. Topic is Rashtrakutas now. Rashtrakutas belong to Deccan. They came to power in the 8th century. The dynasty was founded by Danti Durga. The Rashtrakutas belong to Deccan. They came to power after the fall of Cholukyas of Deccan. So after Cholukyas, Rashtrakutas were in power in Deccan. Now we'll see the map. When Pratiharas ruled in northern India and Palas were ruling over eastern India, the Rashtrakutas remained supreme for power about 200 years. So Palas and Pratiharas were contemporary. Dantivaram, also known as Danti Durga, was the founder of this dynasty who rose to power in 753 in modern Maharashtra. Krishna first, Govinda third, Amoga Varsha and Indra third were some other great rulers of this dynasty. They ruled in southern India. See the map. The capital was Malkhed. The Rashtrakutas fought against the Chalukyas and the Pallavas in the south. They then struggled against the Pratiharas and Palas in the north for the control of Kannauj. So, Rashtrakutas were continuously in the struggle and they had to fight with many other kingdoms. The Rashtrakutas were great patron of art and learning. King Krishna first built the rock-cut Kailas temple at Ellora and there were also built elephant caves by the Yadavas of Devagiri. It was established by Bilhana in the 12th century. They ruled the region between Narmada and Godavari river and a flourishing trade. Alauddin Khilji defeated them and annexed their kingdom in 14th century. Chalukyas of Kalyani. They were known as later Chalukyas. The king like Vikramarka was famous for building many temples at Aihole, at Badami and Pattadakal. Kakatiyas of Warangal. They ruled the territory that lay between Godavari and Krishna river in 12th century. Marco Polo, the Venetian traveler merchant, visited here. The Sultan of Delhi conquered them in the early 14th century. Hoysala dynasty. They ruled the region which is now called Karnataka. Vishnuvardhan was the most powerful king, and this dynasty was ended by Delhi Sultanate. Pallava dynasty. Their capital was at Kanchipuram. The two great Pallava rulers were Mahendravaram first and Narasimhavaram first. They were fond of building temples like Ratha temple at Mahabalipuram and Kailasnath temple at. Now we'll study about Pandyas. This Pandya region was around Madurai and the important center of learning. It also declined in 14th century. The Chola ruled from 9th century to the 12th century. They spread Indian culture in foreign land and constructed grand temples and encouraged Tamil literature. The Cholas were under Pallavas in the beginning and later became independent. Vijay Chola made Thanjavur as his capital, revived the kingdom. King Rajaraja I was an able administrator. Rajaraja defeated Cheraz at Thiruvananthapuram, which gave him control over trade with Arabs on the western coast. Rajaraja first, as he controlled the Malabar coast, he defeated Pandyas and took control of Cholamandalam coast. After Rajaraja, his son Rajendra Chola succeeded him. He also defeated Cholakas of Kalyani and the Pala ruler of Bengal. He took control of Strait of Malacca, which was under the king of Srivijaya, which helped his merchants to trade with the Southwest Asian countries and thus enriching the Chola kingdom. Prasastis and land grants. Prasastis are special kind of inscription. In Sanskrit word means in praise for. So they were written in praise for kings and ruler and were written by poets of that time. King used to have poets in their court and they were mostly written and recorded on copper plates. The famous Prasasti is in Gwalior that exploits the Nagabhatta. Uttar mirror inscriptions. These are inscriptions which says about the administration of Cholas.